know the artist behind the epic melodies, songs, and beats. Celebrating the best new music from around the world. This is the A State of Trance podcast.
Hey, what's up? My name is Ruben Ronde with Nina de Koning in the studio today for an A State of Trance podcast with Nifra.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Amazing.
It's good to have you here in the studio for, the funny thing is that this is actually the first time that we have a guest that already did a podcast in the past in the studio again to do another one.
Really?
So, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to talk about?
Whatever you guys want. Let's just chat.
We're going to solve every problem in the world right now. No.
Gotta create world peace.
We already spoke about how you fell in love with dance music and what were your first steps in the dance music scene. If you haven't seen or heard that, you can of course check it out on Spotify or YouTube. We'll make sure to put in the link in the description. Let's talk about. There has been quite some developments since the last time you were here in the studio, I think.
Yeah, last time was 2 years ago almost.
Yeah. Because you were here for the Follow Me series, I think.
Yeah. That was the third one.
That was the third one. You were here with every single one of them, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe let's begin with that. What happened to the Follow Me series?
I was actually planning to make number 4, but then I decided that this summer that it's probably not a good idea because I'm always looking for a certain sound, you know. And I felt like it would be very, very difficult to find 20 tracks for the mix that, of course I can always put there like 10 of mine, like originals, remixes, but then it's, you know, I also
it's not the same.
Yeah, I want also the tracks from other people, other producers, and I changed my sound a little bit, you know, like incorporated a little bit more mainstage techno into trance.
Yeah.
And I just felt there was not enough music that I could like put a good CD together.
Because in the past, if you checked the Follow Me series, there was always a certain type of sound on there, and a lot of artists that sent you exclusive stuff as well. Maybe in the future you have to say to them, "Hey, let's jump on this different style as well and put something together." Because I guess you're not the only one that's shifting directions a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it in different artists. Like if you listen to the set from certain year, it doesn't need to be compilation, but just a set, and then you listen 2-3 years later, you definitely feel there is, you know, like sound has changed a little bit, but still staying true to your core, you know.
Yeah, because I think the base of your sound is still the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
What made you decide to go in that different direction? Was it because of style not becoming popular, or was it with something to do with bookings, or
no?
I don't know.
Absolutely no. It has nothing to do with that. It was more. I just started to like more like main stage techno influence tracks, which still has, you know, so much trance in them. And actually nowadays they call it techno, but it's trance, like old school trance, right?
Yeah.
Many times. And yeah, I just started to like a lot of that stuff. And I think Maddox was the first who introduced it like really big. And yeah, I just fell in love with the energy and that I wanted to incorporate in my trance sound. So that's what you can hear probably on the releases. Euphoria was actually the first one, which had a little bit main stage techno kick, and like the sound is a little bit like, you know, different.
Yeah.
You can feel that.
But the core is still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw when the promo came, because I always get the releases from Rave Culture, the label of W&W, of course. I was like, there's a Nifra promo in here. Like, what the hell happened?
They actually just started to sign more trance. I know that there is more trance artists gonna release there.
Yeah.
So I like that it doesn't have to be specifically like this is a trance label, this is that label. You know, it's more coming all together, and labels just want to release music that they like. So that is awesome, you know. And WW really, really liked Euphoria.
That's great.
Because it has a little bit the old school WW.
It does, yeah.
Like in the leads, you can definitely feel it. And I guess it was just a good fit.
I think it's the same with there's other guys on the labels, like Exmo. They also incorporate like the faster, older stuff. And then the W&W used to play as well. And they incorporate it in their own sound. Yeah, I love the label, Rave Culture. It was a good one. I didn't expect it, but that even made it nicer, I guess.
Yeah.
And now you say that you release a track on Ecstatic that's coming up. Tell us, how did that come along? Because the manager, he's not here. Just pretend he's not here. There's four eyes already looking at me.
Honestly, like it's I don't even know how it all happened. It's just me and Maddox, we have the same manager, so
Yeah.
that was, I think, not that hard, but the track had to fit his label, and so I sent that track.
Yeah.
You guys will hear more about it in a few weeks, but and he wanted some tweaks here and there, but he really liked it, and it is more, once again, it's trance record with techno, main stage techno elements, so there is a trance vocal in it, and that's what I like about like making music that actually a lot of people can play, and you can reach out to more artists, more DJs, not just in the trance scene but outside, which I really like.
Yeah, well, I think so. Tell me about the process. Did you sit down and create that track knowing in mind that you want to sign something to that label, or did you just create it and see what happens with it?
Yeah, just create it, and of course, like Euphoria was already a start of like going a little bit in that direction.
Yeah.
And so I just kept on doing the same thing, and making sure that there is a rumble, there is a good techno kick, and good trance lead in the breakdown. So yeah, that's how. But there was a lot of versions. Trust me, it was not that easy.
Was it because the like Pablo or Maddox was coming back with comments that you needed to change certain things?
Yeah, for sure. Some things, but for
like
the
what?
rest, he wanted a different kick. So that is quite the important element of the main stage techno, or his sound.
Yeah.
And he already dropped it at EDC Orlando and Dream State, so you can see like two different events, and he really liked it. He said it went off, so that's amazing.
Did you have to use his plugin? Rumble?
Yeah, Rumble for sure.
Ding, commercial break. No, to be honest, it's a fantastic plugin. I've been using it also. It's really good. So good job, guys, on making that one. We were not sponsored for saying that, by the way. I promise. Besides the release on Rave Culture Ecstatic, you also did a remix for Armin.
Yes, Let You Down.
Yeah. How did that come along?
I really like that track, so I asked him like, "Hey Armin, can I remix this one?" And
how does that work? Do you send him a WhatsApp or an email? Or
email? Yeah. And,
like, hey Armin, how you doing? Send me the parts.
Yeah. So and I straight away got an answer, and so I did the remix, and I think a week later he already dropped it at Parucaville. I think there was live stream.
So you made that remix within a few days like that?
No. It was like a month. But once it was finished, it was in the summer. So that was summer 2022. And so he already premiered it there, basically. And then he played it on other festivals. And that was cool to see.
And then people needed to wait until the release.
Yeah, and the release was 1.5 years later.
That's how it goes, unfortunately. Yeah. So a lot of new releases coming up besides those three that we just talked about, and maybe a potential Follow Me in the future again. We don't know. What else is going on in the studio right now? Because you already say the remix that you did for Armin is 1.5 years old. I'm pretty sure that the tracks you released with Rave Culture and Ecstatic are pretty old as well. Well, not old, but they're probably made a few months ago.
Yeah, I think the release on Rave Culture was quite like less than half a year, so that was not too bad. And also the release on Ecstatic is less than half a year.
So what did you do since those tracks?
Yeah, working on a lot of tracks, but they're still not finished. Some things I am already playing, testing it, and also making some ideas for collabs with other producers. So I have some, I think 3 collabs going on right now, but still not done.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's actually one of the questions that we got in through Instagram from I made them really small here on the screen, so I'm having my eyes are pretty good. Mr. Art of Trance, Nifra, who would you like to collab or feature vocals on a song? I know that Luciana was mentioned.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the mic is yours. What are you working on, or who would you like to work with?
Definitely.
She's looking at the manager all the time. Just look at me.
No, I really like Luciana, and so we will see what's gonna happen. But yeah,
if you could pick, let's say, three artists that you would love to work with.
I think this year maybe Maybe WW.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe Maddox in the future. Andrew Rael maybe. Avio, Avio.
Avio, yeah.
Stuff like that. Luciana maybe. We will see.
Yeah, Benji47510 also said, when is the collab with W&W coming? So,
We will see.
Well, I'm pretty sure that there's some nice stuff coming up as well. Let's dive into some more questions that came in. Sir Armin Van Heder. Hi Nifra, what DAW do you use and what are your favorite plugins right now? Love your music, by the way.
Awesome. Ableton already for, many years.
Yeah.
Many years. There's number 12 coming up, right?
Yeah.
Excited to see that one. And yeah, plugins.
It's like FIFA. Every year it's the same, just a little bit different.
Yeah.
and we buy it every time.
Yeah, you just have to have it. You have to have the newest version, which we should just get it for free already, like lifetime.
Right?
Yeah, lifetime upgrade.
I agree, 100%. Because every time of course you buy the studio version. Of course. Why? I don't know. Probably because it's better. What else do you run? What are your favorite plugins that you...
Yeah, definitely Spire. Nexus. What else do I use? FabFilter plugins. Serum, of course. And a lot of samples lately. Like I've been going through like the old Vengeance.
Yeah.
That's where you get the goodies right now. Yeah.
It feels like every artist, like I was talking about with Ferry as well, with Ferry Korsten, that he went back to his oldest archives, I guess 1994, 95, and that's the loops that he's using right now.
Yeah.
What is this rush of nostalgia, I guess? The Vengeance loops were probably the loops that you used when you started making music.
Yeah.
And every track that was released, you were like, "Hey, that's Vengeance Essential Club."
No, like back then, I would be like, "No, wait, this I'm never gonna use in my music." This sample, for example, and now you go through the samples again, and you're like, "Whoa, this is cool. This is cool." The old stuff is a little bit back, but I don't try to make my music to sound old. I just want it to be new meets old and like fresh,
And those loops were really good, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean,
they were just overused back then, so now it's fresh again. I guess that's the circle of life once again. Circle of producers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so. Let's get another one. Fisher's Code. What is your favorite trance classic, and tell us why?
So many, but I'm just gonna go back to like when I started to listen to music, which was around 2001. Listen to electronic dance music, and I was heavily inspired by the Eurodance.
Yeah, you were
era.
talking about Viva TV, I think, was
Yeah,
it?
Viva. Yeah, absolutely. And so one of the first artists who inspired me was ATB. I will never stop saying that because it's true. And Let You Go, and for example, and You're Not Alone, the track I remix as well, but later. After that I started to discover Tiesto, Armin, and Marcus Schulz, and like that came way later. But the very first one was ATB. So his music, his albums were definitely number one for me.
But it's very different from what you're making right now.
Yeah. It is.
What
it
happened?
is different. But I actually I made a remix of "You're Not Alone" a few months ago, and I'm actually playing that remix in my sets, and people absolutely love it. Because the old stuff is back. I just wanted to go back to what I was inspired, because I never got to play these tracks. And when I was like 16, 17, 18, like I didn't even go to clubs back then.
No.
And if I did, they were not playing this kind of music, So it's cool to bring it back now and play
for
it.
the funny thing is that people that you play the music for, they might have never even heard it before.
Yeah, some of them probably never heard it, but I think majority, like at the trance event,
they will know it.
Yeah.
Is that also the reason that you remixed Love Comes Again?
Yeah, for sure.
So you just did it for your sets and then see what happens?
I did it for my sets, but I think we're gonna get a release next year. Oh, this year.
Okay. Do you still go to events besides DJing at them, or
no,
not at all?
No, don't have time at all.
No.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, because that's one of the questions also from Gotan Tagore, who is a good DJ according to you and why? And we're not talking about Fisherman.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's say if you could choose, if you had the time to go to an event and watch one of the DJs play, which would it be right now?
I mean, me and Isaac, we love Guy J. So if we would love to go somewhere and listen to a DJ we don't hear often, it would be him, because he's actually really, really good and he creates a story in his sets. So that is definitely.
Yeah, you agree? 100%. Isaac says that he agrees. I think that's a good pick, to be honest. I didn't see that coming, but I understand that. It's like the harmonic mixing and the storytelling is just from a different planet.
Yeah.
Interesting. There's a lot of questions of people that are asking if you're coming to the country. Let's start with Germany. Well, you have the answer to that.
Yeah, Bootshaus, 2nd of February.
2nd of February.
Ecstatic night.
Let's see some other ones in there. What do you expect from your first EDC in Mexico?
Yeah, that is just, I was really, really happy to get this one confirmed, because I have so many fans from Mexico, but never been there. I don't know why it's so hard to go there, but this will be my very first time in Mexico City. You're in for a treat, to be honest. Really?
Yeah, because the Mexican people are just, I think, out of all the A State of Trance events that we did, I think the loudest crowd that we ever had, you can ask Cosmic Gate, you can ask Spencer Brown, they were all playing that event, was A State of Trance. I think it's 900 in Mexico City.
Crazy.
And ever since I've been in Mexico since then, it's always the same. People are so loud and so happy that they can go to an event where you're playing. So
I love that. I can't wait.
I'm not putting up any expectations to you right now. So. This is a question that we have to ask, that we already asked in the show as well, from Stavine. How do you manage touring and being away from your son so much?
I always try to be away as little as possible. So I don't really like people think that when I go on tour that I just go and sightsee and like I arrive 2 days before my show.
Last flight in, first flight out.
Yeah. It's like if I fly to USA, I would fly on the same day of the show. I would not go there one day before. I'm super tired.
Yeah.
But I just try to minimize the time that I'm away. And when I'm back, I just because I need to take care of him and just be with him. And I don't have that bad jet lags, because I can straight away like be on the time zone and, so just.
That's one of the reasons why I fly in late and go in early as well, because you were not affected by jet lags.
Yeah.
And especially if you fly in the same day, you fly out the day after or the day after. You're so tired, and on the flight back, you just pass out
you
also.
Just sleep, yeah.
That's the hack, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that it's easy. It's definitely not easy.
Yeah.
And when I talk to other DJs who are also touring, and they say also the same thing, like, oh, my son was up at 5 a.m. or something like, and it's just so funny to hear. But, it's just the stuff that we do. And we manage. We always manage.
I don't know how you do it, to be honest. Next one. Unicorn Slayer wants to know, the 100th episode of your radio show, Rebel Radio, is coming up. What will you do to celebrate this?
That's actually a good one. Maybe I should do a Twitch stream after a really, really long time, just to do something special for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it something that, because I remember watching you do your streams in lockdown as well, and Isaac as well. Is it something that you had to let go as well now the touring is back?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I honestly, like, those streams were usually in the night, like at 8 p.m. And at that time, I'm like ready to do my social media and, like work a little bit. And yeah, it's definitely, I can't. I'm too tired. So,
you can always do what a lot of streamers do actually on Twitch. Whenever you have the time, take a look. There's people actually sleeping and then streaming it.
Yeah.
What?
You have sleep streams, yeah.
Yeah, sleep streams. Maybe that's an idea.
Okay, that's. Let's do that, huh?
Those people make like thousands of dollars, like just to sleep.
That's insane. Like,
I see the manager in the corner. What, really? That's not too dumb.
Yeah.
Another big thing in the personal life as well is that you got engaged recently.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit how that come about. Like, what happened?
Yeah, we just moved into a new house, so we were like, moving, and the whole week was busy. That was last month in December, and I had a show in Epic in Prague, and I came back, and Isaac wanted to do some like nice.
I should put some candlelight music on it. I wish I had it. Like, some romantic music.
So he wanted to do like a nice bite and like prosecco and celebrate. I thought the move that we just moved.
You
into
got your
our
new
dream
house. Let's celebrate. Yeah.
And he had a nice speech about everything, about the past few years, and then he asked.
Aww.
And he got the ring. I don't even know where he put it because I was there all the time, and I don't even under the couch.
Under the couch.
Under the couch.
Oh my god!
And then he asked, and went on his
and
knee.
When you picked it up, you tried to tie your shoelaces or something like that. Oh wait a minute!
No, it was amazing. Yeah, it was. It's amazing when you meet your soulmate, and then life happens, and just.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations! I think that's such a nice story.
Thank you.
Good job, Isaac. Good job. Lots of man points for you right there. And high expectations and a lot of new fans, I guess. Oh, good job. That's amazing. Oh, did you already set a date, or is that's for the future?
I think it's going to be summer 2025. We're still looking into it, and probably we're going to do it in Slovakia.
Ah, yeah.
So when you get the invitation, you'll know.
That's amazing. Yeah, because you were born and raised in Slovakia.
Yeah.
But you've been living in the Netherlands for a few
like
years
10
already.
years already.
Do you still have a nice connection with Slovakia? Do you still go there often, or?
Once or twice a year, to see my family, because my family is still there, my brothers and my grandma, and so I definitely go there. But it's not that easy to, especially now that our son is so small. We don't want to travel that often.
That makes sense.
Flying with a child, you know how that goes.
So, okay. So you probably said on a flight many times that you were looking at a kid and you were like, oh, stop making all that noise. I'm trying to sleep here. Do you see those eyes the other way right now?
Yeah.
So people look at you like, oh no, there's a child on the plane.
Yeah, I think we flew a couple of times with him, and he was quite okay. He was not crying or anything, but you really need to keep him busy and stuff. But I think now it's going to be better because he's a little bit older. Like when he was like 1 year, it's still the age.
Just crying. Yeah. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about with you is February 24th.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because you're going to join us for A State of Trance in Rotterdam.
Yes.
Did the preparation start already for that set?
Yeah, real hard, yeah. Working on a lot of music that I want to finish. That's exactly what I did last year. And just want to make sure that I have some new music to show to the crowd, because all the music that I'm going to showcase is probably going to be released that year. So that's the event that I want to,
I always love to listen to sets from A State of Trance because it's the first main event of the year, I guess. Everybody comes out of hibernation, sitting in the studio for months, just sitting on new music, and they just want to test it. As
you
much.
Had like only IDs, right?
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'll manage to do that this year, because a lot of stuff that I played is not even released still. So I might as well play it again. So why not? Just because we can.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. Please don't wait another 2 years for coming back to the studio. Looking forward to all the music that you're going to put out. Definitely one to watch in this year.
Thank you so much.
Nifra.
Thank you. So good to be with you guys.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching to this, listening to this State of Trance podcast. Next time we're going to be here with the guys from Superstrings. So see you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in. Check all previous episodes on YouTube or your favorite podcast portal.